I think many of you guys that looking for RPG game of January 2022, but in this video you are going to find what you are looking at. So let's begin with it. Enjoy watching. And begin with the Alder Forge. The game has been developed by Zenflaughty and published by Unreal Engine, which has been released on 7th of January on PC. So let's talk a little bit about this game. An adaptive turn-based RPG and easy to use combat system. And for the story, it's already a driven adventure through the eyes of the 5 members of your party, or a cast of characters with their own stories and unique worlds, handcrafted and built for your enjoyment. An easy to use camp menu and the crafting system with equipment, party and skills management, special skills for each player class unlocked with their solving mysteries or finding a new enemy stones, or just level the plant harvesting and alchemy craft made simple to help you to easily acquire usability drinks during or out of a battle. And in the game you can fight and explore and walk the path of heroes with the world of Alder Forge. And for number 9 we've got Monster Hunter Rise. It's an action role-playing game developed and published by Capcom for the Nintendo Switch. It is the 6th mainline installment in the Monster Hunter series and was released worldwide on March 26, 2021. A Microsoft Windows version is currently development and is a planned of January 2022 released. An exception, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is scheduled for release in mid-2022. Rise follows many of the new convention established in world, while also including a new feature and mechanics, including a new animal companion called a Blamut that can be used to ride across the map or into a battle, and the use of the wire box to traverse the world and mount and ride certain monsters. The game received a generally positive reviews upon release, within a critics praising the gameplay and expansion of mechanics introduced in Monster Hunter World. It has shipped more than 7.5 million copies worldwide since launch, making it the second best-selling game in the series. And for number 8 we've got Mary's Skelter Nightmares. Is a dungeon crawler, a role-playing video game for PlayStation Vita, developed and published by a Compile Heart and Idea Factory. A part of the game was included with the release of Mary Skelter 2 for PlayStation 4. The game is a first-person dungeon crawler role-playing game where the player guides a party of blood maidens through living dungeons in order to reach each one bosses, the titular nightmares. When in a battle within the dungeons, each blood maiden has a blood gauge that lets them enter a massacre mode in order to temporarily rise their states and giving them bounce skills. If left unchecked, however, the blood gauge will cause the blood maidens to go into the blood skelter mode and uncontrollably attack friend and foe alike. And for number 7 we've got Labyrinth Legend. Labyrinth Legend is an action RPG with the hack and slash elements. Explore the automatically generated dungeons, collected a powerful equipment and battle against unknown formidable enemies. A battle against a powerful enemies. Many dangerous monsters lurk in the dungeon. Players not only have to acquire equipment, but they must also level up in order to progress. And there is also a huge bosses await in the depth of the dungeons. It may not be possible to defeat them in one attempt. However, you should figure out the key to a victory by observing their movements through a multiple battles. And for number 6 we've got Expeditions Rome. Expeditions Rome is a third game in the Expeditions series. In this installment, the player will control a young legate, which is a military officer in a rank comparable to the modern day, a general, and commands a legion. He will rise in a reputation and power and could possibly become a Caesar. Near to the end of the game, the player could play the role of Gaius Julius Caesar in the game, but more information is needed to confirm this. In the game it was set for a release in the fall of 2021, but the definitive release of the game has been moved to January 2022. The game is begun and developed by a Logic artist who has also developed the two other games. The game will be slowly released on PC as a platform. The game will be published by THQ Nordic. They released a demo version of the final product on the 20th December 2021, which lasts about 5 hours before the end of it reached. And for number 5, we've got number 4, Empire of Ember. Is the first-person epic fantasy action RPG with a real-time strategy and management elements set in a fantastical world of its spiritual producer Ember. You will play as a battle mage who interacts the rulership of your city after your master was killed in an attack led by a mysterious cult. And you will need to bring your town back to prosperity and avenge your mentor while investigating the strange events behind his murder. Lead your troops in thrilling battles of up to 100 units in fully describable environments. Explore a world of procedurally generated maps and dungeons and build and customize your town with the total freedom. There is a lot of things in this game that you can do. Number 3, Reverie Night Tactics. Reverie Night Tactics, a prologue takes you on a journey to a hand-drawn fantasy world where you guide your heroes through the first hour of the upcoming tactical RPG. The prologue version introduces you to the game's story and includes 3 battles as well as item crafting and character customization. Embark on an expedition to find and learn that long-lost elven city to save your loved ones while fighting the goblin menace that separate terror across the continent. So you can lead your party of heroes, each one with a distinct special abilities and skills, allowing you to use a multiple battle strategies to defeat your enemies. Number 2, Pokemon Legends Arceus is an upcoming 2022 action role-playing game developed by a Game Freak and published by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company for the Nintendo Switch. It is a part of the 8th generation of the Pokemon video game series, and it is set in the same region as a Pokemon Diamond and Pearl 2006 and their remakes. It is scheduled to be released on January 28th, 2022. The game was announced as a part of the Pokemon 25th anniversary event alongside Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And for the gameplay, the game preserved the core gameplay of past entries in the mainline series. The game is set in a bygone era of the Sino region's history, which appears to be based on Japan in the 19th century, when it was known as the Hasuwa region, long before the events of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and its remakes take place. It was stated that the objectives of the game would be to create Hasuwa's first Pokédex. The mythical Pokemon Arceus will play a major role in the story. Number 1, Record of Lodoss War. Deedlit and Wonder Labyrinth is a 2021 action role-playing video game developed by Team Ladybug and co-published by Blazem and Why So Serious WS as a Playground for Microsoft Windows version for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S were also released. It's based on Raya Mazona's Record of Lodoss War series, taking place before the events of Dedim of the Covenant, controlling the High Elf Deedlit, who finds herself in strange interconnected labyrinth filled with her vast foes and convictions. The game focuses exploration, searching for items and power-ups in the vein of Castlevania Symphony of the Night.